The lore and life of werewolves, lycanthropes. This summary synthesizes the classical folklore of werewolves, their unique dual existence and their portrayal across different traditions, including the specific details from the provided manuscript text. I. Fundamental definition and characteristics core. Concept. A werewolf, or lycanthrope, is a human who can transform into a wolf or a wolf-human hybrid creature, either voluntarily or as a result of a bite, most commonly triggered by the full moon cycle. Variations in depiction, form. Some traditions describe them as individuals with wolf-like traits remaining in their human appearance. Others portray them as creatures that undergo a complete physical shapeshift. In some narratives, they are depicted as monstrous killers, while in others, they may be protective figures, e.g., the noble savage trope. Modern contexts. The concept of the werewolf is often correlated with two modern medical conditions. Hypertrichosis, a rare condition characterized by excessive hair growth. Clinical lycanthropy, a rare psychiatric syndrome in which an individual has the delusion that they are transforming into an animal. Diversity in belief. Werewolf lore is not uniform. The transformation can be temporary or permanent, and some beliefs suggest that the person's soul can leave the body, seeking prey while the body remains in a trance. The dual life of the werewolf. The life of a werewolf is dramatically split between their human and bestial forms. A core element of the curse, A, the human form, the cursed existence. Aspect description, the human life. Living conditions, secrecy and isolation are paramount. The cursed individual must zealously guard their secret, often leading to a reclusive life in remote locations, forests, isolated cabins, locked cellars, where the transformation will not be witnessed. Full moon prepped. As the full moon approaches, the person experiences immense tension and dread. They often take extreme measures, chaining, locking, or sedating themselves to prevent the uncontrollable, rising bestial urges from harming loved ones. Diet and sustenance in human form. Outside of the transformation period, they consume normal human food and drink. However, some darker legends suggest that an unconscious urge for raw flesh, or even cannibalism, may sometimes manifest. Psychological impact. The curse deeply affects the individual's psyche, leading to continuous feelings of guilt, terror, and remorse for the violent acts committed during the wolf form. B. The wolf form, the reign of the curse. Aspect description, the beast life. Transformation. Trigger as noted in the manuscript. The transformation is involuntary and violently triggered, usually by the light of the full moon. The person loses all control of their mind and body, and submits entirely to animal instinct. Diet and hunting. The fundamental drive is survival, hunting and satisfying a ferocious bloodlust. Prey. They hunt livestock, sheep, cattle, and wild animals, but with a magnified, aggressive appetite. Human prey. The most terrifying aspect, confirmed by the manuscript, is the search for human victims. This is driven by a blood frenzy and homicidal compulsion, rather than simple hunger. Habitat and shelter garments are typically torn apart during the painful shift. The beast roams deep forests, mountains, or desolate areas. The werewolf does not seek human shelter until the full moon wanes and they revert. Consciousness. The classic lore states that in this form, all conscience and mercy are stripped away. The human soul is held captive and the body is controlled solely by the savage instincts of the animal. No human intellect remains, only the drive to hunt, track, and kill. C. The enduring conflict, the cycle. The werewolf's daily life is a constant cycle of conflict and cover-up, concealing evidence. Upon waking, the person is often naked, exhausted, and disoriented in the wilderness. Their immediate task is to hide all evidence of the transformation and the night's atrocities. The struggle. The individual lives in perpetual fear of the approaching moon. The manuscript emphasizes that the difficulty of reversing the curse increases with every lunar cycle, suggesting the human personality is gradually eroded, forcing the individual to either surrender to the beast or face death, often by silver.